the big news really this week was that Sony is raising the price of the PS5 in several territories.
Not in the U.S.?
Not in the U.S., but in Japan and a lot of places. Canada, Europe. Let's see. Here's the whole list.
But not where I live.
UK, China, Australia, Mexico, Canada.
USA.
I mean, I think it has a lot to do with the yen being so weak. It's very weak. It's super weak. And that's certainly why they would raise the price in Japan. That makes a lot of sense. And I guess there's just not that much supply still. And it's probably not going to affect things very much in terms of moving units adversely. It sounds like, hey, people are going to get upset, but I don't think people really give a shit. Either they want a PS5 or they don't. If they want it, they'll pay the price for it.
What's a price? What is the price increase? Are we talking 10%?
$50?
Oh, okay.
Or so.
So 10%.
Yeah. So it's not an insignificant, and you're not like getting anything more out of it. It's not like they're throwing in some game or anything. So I don't know. People are thinking that like it's a bad move and it's going to upset people, but
I have a feeling they're still going to sell all the PS5s that are out there.
Exactly.
I think it's more interesting to me in that I don't think that PS5 Slim's coming anytime soon. Then,
right? Damn. Looks like I'm not getting a PS5 for a while.
You know what's going to happen with the CHIPS Act is they're going to start making PS5s in upstate New York.
What's the CHIPS Act?
Yeah, the CHIPS Act.
I don't know what that is.
That's the bill that the president signed a couple of weeks ago to bring microchip manufacturing back to the United States. And I laugh because I just don't know what's going to happen there. But according to that, the biggest factory for it, they're planning to have that in Corning, New York. So
it sounds like it's going to be more expensive to make whatever they're making there than where they make it now.
It's more expensive, and it's going to take them a long time to get up to par on the manufacturing of sourcing of all this stuff.
This is not going to be an overnight thing, and it's not necessarily going to be a cheaper thing.
Yep.
So maybe when we have the PlayStation 6, it'll have those fine Finger Lakes microchips.
Fucking Biden's got to get the new PlayStation out.
Yeah, it's basically this PS5 shortage is Joe Biden's fault.
I don't want this fat one. Only Biden's got to make the thin one come out.
I'm telling you,
a boxy one. At least a boxy looking one.
He's going to open that factory.
Say, make it boxy. It's got to be boxy.
Mm-hmm, right by the gorge. Have you ever been to Corning, New York?
Yes. No.
It's fun.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's fun up there. You know, there's
a lot
of
the Corningware factory.
It's where the Corningware factory is in Corning, New York.
The glass factory. I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
I know my way around Corning.
How's the whorehouse there?
Horning? The Horning factory? Horning and Corning?
All right, should we all right, let's do a quick we can't forget about Nintendo. And luckily Whipsmart Banky Spank Bank has got us covered with Pretty Girls 4 King Solitaire. It's 52 card Big Tay Solitaire. So if you like girls with large drawn breasts and solitaire and in Japanese, it sounds like this is the game for you. And it's only available on the Nintendo Switch, home of your pornographic video games.
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank you. And he says not too embarrassing to play the solitaire portion of the game in public. Not too embarrassing.
I'll take his word for it.
I like that. It's embarrassing, but you get over it. All right, let's go to the CAG bag. Shanafan writes in and he wants to know if Shipwreck is still collecting limited run games releases. They were just acquired by the Embracer Group.
Embracer just bought them, yeah, which is an interesting move.
Didn't they buy something else this week too?
They bought everything. They bought a whole bunch of stuff this week.
Are they going to buy DC Comics next?
They bought the rights to the Lord of the Rings.
That's
movies.
what it was.
They're buying all kinds of stuff. So limited run games releases, I only order if it's something that I'm really interested in.
Okay, not everything, because that's too much. That's too much.
They
Exploded.
They put out so much. Like every couple of days, I get an email about, hey, this new release is coming out.
They're killing it.
They are.
They killed it already.
People are buying them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too much to buy everything, and a lot of the stuff they put out, like it's stuff that's ends up being like $2 digitally, right? Like
Right.
right.
So it
like
works. It's like they made a product out of it.
Yeah,
It's pretty impressive.
So I only get ones that like I have some kind of nostalgia for, or it's a series that like a reboot of a shmup or something, something that I feel like I want to have a physical version of it for whatever reason.
Nice. Mega Man 1421 writes in and asks if there are any games that we're looking forward to this fall or winter. What are the big ones? There's the Harry Potter game is coming out.
There's a Batman game. Well, a Batman free Batman game coming out.
No. What's it called?
Arkham Knights, yeah.
Oh.
You're right.
That's the co-op one?
Yeah, it has Batgirl in it.
People like that? Is that Rocksteady making that? Or
I don't think so. No, they're making the Suicide Squad game.
right. Okay. Are you allowed to say you're looking forward to the Harry Potter game? Are people mad about that still? I check now.
I'm not going to play it, but you guys can.
No, I mean, I'm not a Harry Potter person. Like, I don't really. Although I did watch all the movies for some reason.
I watched all the movies too, and I wouldn't consider myself a Harry Potter.
I didn't like any of the movies, but I watched them all. It was very weird.
I have no emotion. I don't have that nostalgia for Harry Potter.
We know. Oh, for Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yes, I have no emotion, period.
Right.
Yes.
Androtron points out that God of War is coming out. That's coming out for PS4 too, right?
Probably.
Yeah, God of War. I don't know. What else?
I don't even know.
What are the
what's
other big
coming out.
ones?
I feel like everything's been moved.
There's no
Yeah,
games.
I think a lot of stuff got moved to 2023. I mean, there's stuff that I want to play, like this Disney whatever game. What's the name of this thing
Isn't
that's
that
coming out soon?
Isn't that a Gameloft game though?
It is a Gameloft game. Do you have something against Gameloft?
Peyton.
Yes,
Peyton.
I do.
Okay, you have something against everything, so it doesn't surprise me. It's on Game Pass though.
I'll check it out.
It's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
My family will enjoy it. It looks like something my family will be very into, so I'm looking forward to that. And
does it have regular Pinocchio in it? Because I'm only in for Dark Pinocchio.
You can probably make Dark Pinocchio. Your character was very disturbing looking, Shipwreck. Something about it is just very disturbing.
So the character creator is out for that game.
Where is that on consoles or like a phone thing?
No, it's consoles.
Oh,
the game is on consoles. The creator is on. I did it on PC.
Okay.
Right. So, but you can bring your character over into consoles, and you get like a free shirt for your wardrobe or whatever that when it launches. But every character that I was making, like I started out just like making, so someone that looked like me, but like it's a very flamboyant selections that you have in the game.
I mean, the hat is
well, that's the Donald Duck hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Donald Duck hat. Like, but there's like
it's metrosexual Shipwreck wearing a Donald Duck hat is how you describe that.
Yeah. So like once I saw my choices,
with driving gloves.
I'm going full in on this this look that I'm creating for my Shipwreck character.
Quack quack. Angitron also points out that the Plague Tale sequel is coming out, and I think it's Game Pass too.
Yeah,
that first game was excellent. Did you guys end up playing that game? Make it through it?
I played it. I never finished it.
It was so good. The story was really good.
I know.
But I'm looking forward to that. You can actually preload that right now. I saw that on the dashboard. So whatever that means. Tim Bowman writes in and he says, this is for Wombat and also Shipwreck. If you're still into it, what's your comic book collection look like? How many new books are you pulling from your comic shops a week, a month? Top ongoing books right now. Wombat, did you find a new comic shop?
I'm a Marvel Unlimited subscriber, so I really don't, and I don't have the room for new books. So I try to keep things as non-physical as possible. Also, now that Marvel Unlimited, for those who are not aware, it's only 3. It used to be 6 months for new issues, and they cut that down to 3 months. So I can read literally everything that came out 3 months ago. It's silly to have to to go and buy things unless there's something I really want a physical copy of. Which is why at this point it's really just the Marvel Fortnite stuff is the only thing I'm getting physical copies of.
And chunky asses.
Yes, and chunky asses. I did find a new comic book shop, and they put aside 2 copies of the Marvel Fortnite for me, and we got them without any issue, and they were very nice. So there was that too.
I also have Marvel Unlimited, but I still buy all of or subscribe to all of the G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Well, that's not on there, so
exactly.
Yeah.
So, so I get the G.I. Joe and the Transformers. There's a Garbage Pail Kids series that's running currently that I'm also getting that one.
Is that like Topps Comics or is that?
No, it's a different company.
Because there used to be Topps Comics, right? I'm not making that up. Yeah.
No, that used to be a thing. But there used to be Topps Comics, and I think those maybe loosely were affiliated with Marvel or got folded into Marvel at some point, it feels like, or the licenses all went that way. And then I don't know. I'll browse, and if there's something that catches my eye, I buy random comics.
Oh, and as far as what I'm reading that's ongoing right now, I'm enjoying the new Hulk run because Immortal Hulk ended, and then they started the new. I think it's still called Immortal Hulk, though. It's definitely still weird. I like that it's still kind of weird, and I'm enjoying that. I did read Devil's Reign. I read that whole miniseries. That was better than I thought it would be. There's a really good Moon Knight one-shot that's part of Devil's Reign that I highly recommend. Some Fantastic Four stuff, and the new Moon Knight stuff is probably what I've been reading the most of. That's where my interests usually lie.
I'm not reading anything.
Well, you should get Marvel Unlimited.
I'm getting a Marvel firewall actually installed that will not
sense.
let any Marvel content in.
That sounds like something you would do.
Yes, I'm working on that right now.
All right.
It actually costs more than Marvel, but
I understand.
it's worth it. It's worth it.
You don't want that in your house.
Exactly.